All right, let me tell you something. Like, just move a bit closer. Trying to be perfect is ruining your progress. I am super frustrated at missing workouts sometimes and eating the wrong thing. But you know what? I sort myself out because most things, most of the time, if you do most of the stuff, most of the time, it's insurance for you to miss something, for you to not have to worry about things. And I'm not a perfect runner at the end of the day. Like, I'll be like completely honest. I'm not even close. And I'm not pro, but I'd say I'm pretty fast. I'm a sub 3 hour marathoner, 10-hour Ironman finisher. I like to say that a lot, trying to get my marathon time even faster as I age, my half marathon time, 5K time, etc. But I don't do the most efficient thing. I try not to even be optimized perfectly. I try to do what I like doing. I like to stay up late sometimes, not too late, but a little late. And I like to create all this content. I love this stuff. I like to create just general art. And, you know, I might miss out on 15, 30 minutes of sleep every now and then. I do eat junk food. I love chicken wings and fries, burgers. I do love those. Probably don't eat too much, the 10 to 20% mark, because cholesterol and all that, but I let it go. I might crave it and then I give into it, because if you're not letting yourself have the things that you really want, you explode, you break. The best runners, honestly, they're not perfect. They are just consistent. Consistency is key. Everyone says it's rah, 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 rah. It compounds. It's amazing. It's a weird thing. It's just like money in your bank account, in a savings account or an investment account. It just compounds day on day, week on week, month on month, year on year, decade on decade. And you have this fitness kind of savings account to pull from whenever you need it. If you get injured, if you're not able to run for a while, if you need to do a wacky race, you can just pull from that bank of fitness and it works. You just got to believe and trust it that it actually works, and be patient. Belief, consistency, patience. Those are 3 core pillars of the 1% Better Runner, which I'll talk about later on. And honestly, chasing perfection will lead to burnout, while consistency leads to re-energizing yourself, wanting to come back the next day, and long-term success. So you want to stop when you feel good at pretty much everything. I'd say 99.9% of things in life. If you're feeling good, just stop it. Like, I love making this content stuff at night. I end up just stopping it and just being like, you know what? I want to come back tomorrow and finish this. So I'm going to stop halfway, or, you know, I've got this section done. I'm done. I don't need to go anymore. And the same with running. Like, I felt really good last week running a bunch, and I hit, you know, one of my biggest volume wise weeks. It was 80 kilometers, 50 miles in a while. And I said, you know, Darren, how about you just take a chill recovery day on Monday, do some aqua jogging. I didn't need to go out there and run. It's a recovery week. It's already scheduled. I don't need to do any more than I'm doing right now. So remember, he who keeps going wins. And being successful and winning is very subjective to you, but you will win at your own game of life and health and fitness and just doing cool stuff and being able to have enough energy and ability to do this as you get older. You want to perform better as you age. So you want to perform better than your 10 years ago self 10 years from now. That's at least my goal. So nothing is anything without action. I'm going to give you some actionable tasks and advice to do right now, or at least in the next day or two. Just drop your all or nothing perfection thinking. Let it go. It's unnecessary. One bad day will not ruin your training. I promise. Think about it. If you like, oh, I want to train 6 days a week, and you end up training 5 days a week, 2 weeks in a row, it's not the end of the world. You're going to be all right. Same with the weight room. Like, this week I'm quite tired and I have a lot going on in my family. And I'm like, you know what? I do have my weight room stuff I need to hit. I'm spreading it out across the whole week. So I'm going basically doing strength training. I have some weights here that I make sure that was a reason for that, to have weights in the house so that I can do workouts. I don't have to go to the gym. I can do 30, 40% of my workouts here. I have them, and I'll just spread them out across. I won't be able to lift as heavy as I can in the gym, but that's fine, because most things, most of the time, I just want to show up. Think long term, zoom out. You have to zoom out. When you're zoomed all the way in, you're in the nitty gritty, the grind of everyday life. It's not a good place to be. You need to be in it sometimes, but most of the time you should be zooming out, making sure, like, is this what I want to do? Is this the end goal? And the small details don't matter. You can't even see them when you're zoomed out. Earth just looks like a nice ball of blue and green and, you know, brown earth and whatnot. You don't see the details of all the horrific stuff that's happening on Earth. Same, you won't see the missed workouts. When you zoom out, you'll just see a line that goes straight up. Hey everyone, quick heads up about Magic Mind, the tiny nootropic shot I've been testing out. It's basically a brain booster that keeps me focused without making me feel wired or jittery. I'm always on the lookout for new ways to level up my running and my writing routine, because I write a lot and create content in general. So I tried it for a few days and Boom, 45 minutes of super focused writing. Yes, I'm not lying here. And even on a long run, I took it in the middle and at the end, felt great. I felt steady energy with no upset stomach. That's probably the biggest thing. Wondering how smart supplements can help your endurance and mental clarity? Well, Magic Mind's got legit science behind it. Matcha, lion's mane, cordyceps mushrooms are part of my 17 race toolkits. It's one of the things, it's part of War Juice. They help with aerobic endurance and general aerobic speed. So amazing that they got that in there, and a bunch of vitamins. Plus, if it's not your thing, they will refund you. Yes, check out magicmind.com for free US shipping when you subscribe. It's a chill caffeine alternative to coffee that has worked amazingly for me. Use DLAKE, D-L-A-K-E, for 20% off Magic Mind productivity shots and 48% off a 3-month subscription at magicmind.com/DLAKE20. Check the show notes or video description for more details. Let's get back into the show. And last thing, number 3, actionable advice to you, enjoy the process. Life is about living. Yes, suffering is a part of it. Doing hard things. Soft people don't do hard things is something that I truly believe in. I take the stairs. I live on the 8th floor. I take the stairs as much as I can because it's slightly hard. I think, what is it? Hard life now, easy life later, easy life now, hard life later. But enjoy the process. It's kind of carrot, stick, and then sometimes you need to just eat that carrot, and the carrot needs to taste really good. Or lollipop or ice cream, popsicle, whatever you want to eat, cake, whatever you want to eat. Just enjoy it, Go out for that dinner if you do that, or go on that vacation holiday if you want, or, buy that thing or eat that thing or stay up late. Do whatever you want every now and then. That's fine. I'd say if you could do it 10, 20% of the time, it's absolutely fine. And another thing is enjoy running. Even though running can be suffering, make it so that running is fun some of the time. 30, 40% of the time. For me, it's fun most of the time. But, maybe for you, running's a different tool in your tool set, in your toolbox that you need to do X, Y, Z. But make it enjoyable so that you can, again, keep doing it and you can keep showing up and you can be consistent. So I'm going to end it here with a couple of kind of trite but true quotes. You don't need to be perfect. You just need to be consistent. That's all it is. Like, again, most things, for the third time, most things, most of the time, embrace being not perfect and just show up for the sake of ticking the box and showing up. Focus on the input. Let me know what you're doing to help you show up every day consistently in your running life below in the comments, or email me, talk@dlakecreates.com. If you're listening on the podcast, I again am Darren D. Lake, a sub 3-hour marathoner, 10-hour Ironman finisher. This is the 1% Better Runner, where our goal is to help you with small, daily, step-by-step incremental improvements. Get 1% better each day, each week, each month. Compound it all so that you can crush your running life. And you can look back, a year from now, 2 years from now, 3 years from now, and go, look, I stuck with it. I did the boring work. I did the really monotonous work, but I enjoyed it. I enjoyed the process, and look what I have now. That's the goal. We try not to do the hacky stuff. We try not to do the inspirational, motivational quotes, because that doesn't last you. That's not the long-standing energy, slow burn that you need to crush everything. So I'm going to leave it there. Thanks for rocking with me. If you want to find out more about what we talked about in this last episode that you just listened to or watched, go to this next video right here.